Hello, and welcome back to The Tower. So, today, well, first, I am in the tournament right now. I haven't done anything yet, but I did get registered. I am in place 30. Well, not doing so great. But that's okay. I'm hoping we can improve that in the future. For my historical performance, I screwed up on the first because my mind was just elsewhere. Then I had a great showing in Gold League, and then I got ranked 10. So it's I don't understand. And I just flubbed it. I don't understand. I will admit that I don't watch it when I do the tournament. I check on it periodically, and sometimes I'm like, what? I just flubbed it like that? Oh well. Maybe I'm just a bad person. Maybe it could be that. Outside of the tournament, though, let's look at research. So you can see I'm really working on that lab speed. We are on 84 out of 99. I'll be really happy to get this done because then we can focus somewhere else. Of course, as always, we're still doing attack speed. We at least got that up to 70. The tower bonus up to 21. The black hole coin bonus is up to level 9. And you'll notice I do have a lot more coins. I was kind of surprised by this too because my black hole and my golden tower aren't synced. But I guess they're synced close enough to get a pretty good bonus. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to complain. More coins is good. And of course, I'm doing health for now. I'm assuming the black hole coin bonus stops at level 10. You get 6x and that's as much as you can get. I'm assuming it doesn't go on forever, but I will just research it until I don't. And then I'll probably shift these two around to something else once that happens. So pretty good progress on research, but now let's do some upgrading. This is where it comes in. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at that golden tower. Because I believe right now we're only looking to reduce well, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. Because I almost said something probably false. Where is my poorly Xerox copy? Oh, there it is. I don't understand. It's like a fuzzy screenshot. How do you do this? How do you take a screenshot and then blur it so it looks like it's a bad Xerox copy? I don't understand. Yeah, so the bonus, we won't be doing the bonus again for a very long time. The cooldown is at 4 minutes. And the duration, okay, so it's cooldown. And okay, that's all we will be able to do today. It was going to be cooldown and duration. Honestly, at this point, with them being so close, I wonder if I should just focus cooldown and then come back and get duration. Oh, yeah, we can probably do that. It's weird because this chart, I can tell it's out of date. So to get it down, we need 136 to get it to 430. Or 430, I wish. I mean, I don't wish. For 340. And then 154 for 330. And then 172 for 320. And then they'll actually be synced up. And we'll kind of see how that goes. Then I can go back and get the extra 2 seconds of duration I'm supposed to get. It's for 110 and 123. I'm assuming that this chart doesn't take the research into account because it really doesn't look like it does. Because I imagine the research changes things a lot. Honestly, I feel like we could probably just take the cooldown all the way down and come back later for the last 3 points of duration, honestly. Kind of thinking that. Alright, that said, I don't know if I didn't end up finishing everything in the event. Oh, the water droplet. Yeah, I got 115. So, yeah, we're certainly not changing the frequency. They changed it to chance. Alright, I don't know. We're not touching that one. The next thing scheduled for this, because I couldn't read the chart before, is getting the 3.2 multiplier. So as the event starts in 2 days, 13 hours, we will start grinding the event out there. And let's go back here. So, whoops. So now that I've actually gotten, some decent coinage, we're going to try putting some more into health because, man, I don't know why I just keep getting wrecked. Can we get this to 2,000? I'm sure we can. Alright, so now we have 2,000 ranks of health. maybe that'll help me in my tournament because I don't know. I'm not doing well. I'm really not doing well. Hmm. And let's look at the damage. Mm. Yeah, we can probably spare some damage. I don't know if this is going to help me any, but get some extra damage. Crit factor, you're very expensive. Damage per meter, also very expensive. Bounce shot range, extremely expensive. I don't think there's anything else I can put coins into that's really good. It's health and damage, I think, at this point, for now. Ooh, we almost got to 1 billion. How much was that research? Yeah, I don't think I probably spent too much because this research for the Golden Tower, 10 billion. I'm sure the next one's going to be closer to like 20 billion. So we got to be kind of prepared to have some deep pockets for that. I might have to start, depending on what the next one is, I might have to start really saving up. I think the last one is like 800 billion or something crazy. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to have 800 billion. I did stop doing the black hole damage. Thank you for mentioning that in the comments. It kind of sucks that you can break your game with research. And I know this because I researched, oh, range and damage per meter. That's got to be good, right? And I researched, and I regret this. I just wish there was a slider, right? Like you could just say, okay, well, I researched range. You could have it from the research from, 1 to 7. And it's like, okay, well, or 0 to 7. All right, I'll just slide it down to 0. I'm not using a build that uses range. Obviously, my damage and my critical factor and all this stuff could use work. This is really what the lack of a 1 deep queue really gets me. Because I would love to be able to, like, queue up, okay, like, look at my researches right now. So, not the health research, but, like, the attack speed research. No, not the attack speed research. The health research. I would love to be able to queue something up that was short in front of health, like queue up a damage research, and then queue up the health after it. Just to kind of, like, give me a buffer in case I miss it. And then I don't have to check in 6 hours, or 5 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know. The lack of a 1 deep queue, like, drives me up the wall. And yeah, I have actually been bad. I lost 45 minutes, and I want to say an hour and a half. So for a total, I lost 2 hours of research this week, which I guess isn't really terrible considering I have, 5 researches going. But, I mean, that's, I try not to, what I try to do is if it's close and I know I don't want to deal with it, I just skip ahead. And, I mean, honestly, like, the fact once I get lab speed out of the way, that'll be a little bit easier to do. And that won't be nearly as much of a problem. And we are actually closing in on that. I'm confident we'll be getting lab speed maxed out within, assuming there's not another, I mean, and there is a huge update on the horizon. Assuming we don't get another update which increases the number of cards, because, I maxing out the cards took a long time, we will be able to get lab speed maxed out. And with maxed out lab speed, I honestly hope the next update gives us another lab slot. As much as no. Well, yes, I want a 6th lab slot, but also, now that we have 6 labs to manage, you get a 1 deep queue. Because I do see the value of doing the research this way, because if it was just research points when we had 6 labs, you could kind of just, I would kind of just be dumping all my research points into lab speed, I would just be converting gems into research points and doing as much lab speed as possible. That's all I would do. So I can understand the merits of this system, I just wish, there was a queue. It doesn't break anything, it just makes it so, oh, if this research ends at 3 in the morning, I don't have to choose between skipping it I don't have to choose between skipping this research, with gems, or rushing the research with gems, or just being well, I don't want to get up until 7 in the morning, so I'm just going to lose 4 hours. I kind of dislike games that make you have to make those choices. Eve did the same thing. Eve Online did the same thing. So I'm just disappointed we're 2 away. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. No, we're actually 20 something away. So if I have a really, really, really good tournament, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this cooldown just to get it closer to my black hole. Um, it's probably gonna make things probably worse, not better, but whatever. We have to get closer before we get further away. Whatever, you know what I mean. I have to. I have to. It's gonna be closer and closer until we can actually sync them up. And that's about everything. Like, again, like, not anything really too exciting. Mostly just continuing to make progress forward. Like I said, I know I seemed kind of reluctant, but I was going to take your advice with the black hole. It just took me a bit to get there. You know, I wanted to clean up some other researches and stuff like that. Like, I had defense over here, and I had the 2 golden tower down here. But now the golden tower is kind of in a good place. I feel like, it's a great time to do this. And I know I can be a little stubborn at times, just a little. It's a nice trait. Um, that said, that's about covers it. Like, I'm hoping that once I get the Golden Tower research kind of done, we can spend some more. I do also need to work on my discount researches. They're kind of bad. But again, like, I hate these researches because 2 hours, 3 hours, it's like, I don't want to micro the game so much. And I guess I also need to get the buy multiplier. I'm kind of waiting on these until I'm done with the lab research, so everything's as fast as possible. So, like, little researches like these, I can be like, am I going to be here, in 2 hours where I want to deal with this? And if so, okay, let's do it, you know. But yeah, obviously I have a lot of researches to do. I over-research defense percent, but I don't mind. I'm glad to have it. You know, right? I checked, and health versus defense percent. I'm like way ahead on defense percent. That I actually need to catch my health research up to 99. So I mean that's good. I mean it's good to be ahead. Let me put it that way. I just like this research so much because it's so long. It's so long. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't need any more boss orb hit. Um, I want to get back to getting my coins research maxed out. I mean, eventually. And then I want to do my cash researches and get both of those maxed out, so I have as much of that going on. Eventually, I want to increase my interest too. I don't think I need the extra interest over here as much as I need the interest over here. But I heard Golden Tower kind of makes that obsolete. But I mean, I don't know. Extra interest always sounds good. It sounds good. And yes, I know I need to work on my Death Wave health. I know. Health and coin bonuses, those are 2 nice ones to stack up to. I think eventually I want to have, if I understand right, Black Hole, Death Wave, and Golden Tower all synced up. So, that is on the horizon. I mean, there's other things I probably need to grab here too, like the Inner Mind's done and this done. It's just like, well, I got other researches, you know. I heard this isn't any good. I did get a rank of double death ray just because I was like, I needed a 10-hour research, and it was like, you won. And I do need to work on my perks a lot. Yeah, my perks suck. I need to work on this here. But I mean, I've been putting this off because it doesn't help me in the tournaments, you know. It helps me farm coins, and I get it. You farm coins better and make more coins. You have more coins to invest in your tower to then make your tower stronger for that. Like, don't get me wrong, I do understand the feedback loop there, but just with all the other researches I've had going on, I just, like, when can I do this? Obviously, I need to do it at some point. Alright, but that about covers it, so once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.